All right, folks, good morning. All right, let's get started here. For today, Wednesday, June the 5th, we have the following. We had unemployment, ADP non-farm unemployment change already came out. It came out lower than expected, 152,000. Expectation was 173. Previous reading was 188,000. At 9:45 a.m., we're going to have final services PMI, which has a moderate expected impact. Then at 10 a.m., we're going to have ISM Services PMI, which is expected to have major impact. And then that's about it. Our neighbors in Canada will be having a Bank of Canada, the central bank, will have a press conference, which might have some impact on our markets, but we'll see. So there we go. So basically, we've got at 10 o'clock Eastern and 9:45, we've got some news coming out. All right, taking a look at the NASDAQ, the QQQ ETF. Here's what we see. Sorry, one second here. There we go. Here's what we see. So the QQQ ETF currently it looks like it's going to open higher. It's above yesterday's close. And as far as the action yesterday, it was very choppy. We did actually go up, but it wasn't like it was a bullish day. It was almost exclusively neutral. And then towards the end of the day, we had a surge in the market and then came up to here, and that was it. Okay, so um, nothing much was going on yesterday. And the volume was fairly low as well for trading. So we're seeing that continual pattern of falling volume and falling um, activity, I guess. So taking a look at stocks which were moving yesterday, which was a very thin list, we have Coinbase, which was able to reach target number 2 to the upside of 244.23, and then topped out around, what was the high yesterday? Topped out at 247.20. And then we have Starbucks, which was bullish. It was able to pass target number 1 to the upside of 82.87. And it did go about 2/3 of the way to target number 2 to the upside, topped out at 83.43, but that's it. Um, Now, Mara was able to reach its target number 1, but as you can see, this action was extremely rough. So that's why I'm not really counting that as an opportunity. But it did ultimately reach its target number 1 and reach target number 2 to the upside, but this was not tradable in any way. All right, so taking a look at the pre-market, here are the stocks that I see so far. GWAV as in Victor is currently up 8.71%, 1.9 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add that to the pre-market watch list for stocks. Again, the symbol is GWAV as in Victor. Next up is looks like Holo. Okay, that's currently down 7% on 2.7 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share. Did have a really nice run yesterday for the stock. So we'll go ahead and add HOLO to the pre-market watch list for stocks as well. Next up, we have SYTA that is presently up 48% on 11 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share. So we will go ahead and add SYTA to the pre-market watch list. And then finally, I have WKME. And this one's up off of a merger deal. It says they entered into a definitive agreement to be acquired by SAP, which means that this stock, no reason to look at this one because we won't be able to do anything with it since it's a buyout deal. It will just stay up to the price it's at now until finally the buyout occurs. All right, having said that, if you folks see any other stocks other than the three that I just mentioned that meet all four of our criteria, let me know in the chat. I see, Jen, you just mentioned some, so let's take a look. ASNS, that is presently up 814%, 30.7 million shares, and it is at least $1 per share. So we will add that to the pre-market watch list. Again, the symbol is ASNS. And next thing is MFI, and that is up 79%, 16 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share. Of course, it's a NASDAQ stock as well, so we'll add that to our pre-market radar, MFI. So those two more stocks. So currently we have 5 stocks that have been added to the list. We're looking for NASDAQ listed stocks only. We're looking for a stock that has achieved at least a 6% price change from where it was yesterday, at least 1 million shares of pre-market volume during this pre-market session, and it must also be valued at least $1 per share in the pre-market session. MALGO, let's take a look. MLGO. All right, that's currently down about 33% on 1.7 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share. So, yep, we'll go ahead and add MLGO to the pre-market radar as well. Okay. All right. Any other stocks, folks? Let me know in the chat. Any other stocks that meet all 4 of our criteria, of course. So again, it must be a NASDAQ listed stock, must be trading at least $1 per share in this pre-market session, must be at least a 6% price change, positive or negative, in the pre-market session, and also must have achieved at least 1 million shares of pre-market volume. So any stocks that meet those 4 criteria, let me know in the chat. All right, so I guess then we'll wrap up. Please be sure to like this video. I see we have 10 likes, but more than 10 people are watching, of course. So please be sure to hit the like button. That greatly helps us with the YouTube algorithm. And also, while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you get notifications. If anyone's watching this later on a replay of this video, please be sure to check out fundertrading.com, our website. You'll see a link in the description to this video. Other than that, for everyone who's part of the program, I'll see you in the coaching room in about 26 minutes, and we'll pick up from there. Everyone have a fantastic trading day, and I'll see you for tomorrow's Premarket Pulse. Take care, folks.